Before we get in today, we do just want to give a word to our sponsors, Ashley Luann K on Instagram, an excellent resource for nursing, and it's in an Instagram format, so that's actually kind of neat. It's sort of you could scroll through and get what you want out of it, so we encourage you to take advantage of the resources she provides there. Again, that is Ashley Luann K on Facebook, on Instagram, sorry. And those links, as always, will be provided in the description of the video, podcast, or however you're choosing to enjoy this. Hey guys, welcome again to another Donaram podcast, episode 2 of Disco Elysium. We're having a blast. I am Bo.
I am Don.
And I can't wait. Let's just go right back into it.
Okay, so last time you got the body down. Good job.
Shot it.
Yeah.
Shot it down.
Shot it down. Ace is high.
The ace is high, baby.
And you found out that this hanged man was not hanged at all. He was shot.
Now, it's inconclusive whether it's a suicide, an execution,
Yep.
what, but
you
he
don't
was
know,
shot
but
in
you
the
know
back of the throat.
There is a bullet in his brain.
And our hero, me, is I'm learning a bit about myself.
Yeah, and you've got a partner who is starting to respect you, even though he was really worried when he found out that you don't know who you are.
But he was too polite to say so.
Yeah.
Excellent guy.
You found your ledger in the trash for some reason, and that caused you to have a panic attack.
I didn't even... Yeah, that didn't even register.
Yeah,
what was it doing in the trash, and why was I so worried about it?
Yeah, well, that's because I threw it out there. Like, oh, by the way, you also found this in the trash. You found one other thing in the trash. I forgot. I was rushing when I realized that we were an hour in.
Right.
Okay, you also found a mug, a broken mug with the victim's clothes. And this mug has a very racist portrayal of Asians on it. Kim kind of rolls his eyes when he sees it.
It's weird.
Yeah, you don't know...
Is it?
It's evidence. It's all you know. It's just got a racist portrayal of an Asian man on it. It's the yellow man mug is what it's called.
Okay.
Okay, but you've got the body. You found out the true cause of death, which you could have missed if you had not rolled as well. Now you're dragging this body to Kim's car. He's going to take it to his precinct for further analysis.
But... Okay.
And if you hadn't found the bullet, they would have told you later in the game that he was actually shot. But you're ahead of the curve.
Okay.
Now, there were some other things you needed to do at the car, because the car has a radio.
I need to find out a little bit about myself if I can.
Okay. Yeah, okay. This is hi, this is Alice with the 57th.
What does HBD stand for?
That's not my department, sir. Would you like me to connect you to the 41st?
Yes. Yeah, yes!
This is the 41st. Come in.
Hey, man, what does HBD stand for? It's my name. What is it?
Hey, get over here. I think it's him.
Oh, come on!
What? Oh, Dick Mullins finally reporting in?
No, my name's not Dick Mullins. Is it? HBD doesn't spell Dick Mullins.
Is he being serious right now, guys? What's your badge number?
Oh, I don't have that.
Hey, guys, get over here. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
My name's not Dick Mullins.
What, you serious? Hey, Lieutenant, I found your heterosexual life partner.
Hey, hang on.
He lost his badge. You've lost control of the situation. Guys, get over here.
Is that really what happens?
Yeah. Guys, get over. Larston, get over here. What? Superstar cop over here just lost his badge. Okay.
Do they know it's me?
Yeah, they know it's you.
Just tell me.
I'm sorry. Look. Okay, so you don't have your badge. Do you have your gun?
Yes. No, I need the gun.
You don't have your badge, and you don't have your gun.
No.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and file this away as you are in pursuit of your lost badge and gun, and I'm not going to write you up right now. I'll give you a few days, but you should probably find those.
You can't send me one in the meantime?
No, you'll lose it again.
But, okay, so, what does HBD stand for? You really can't ask your precinct what your name stands for?
Not without your badge. They can't confirm who you are.
But... Hang on.
You get the feeling that they think you're joking right now. They're not taking you seriously.
Hey, do you guys have an alcoholic cop that works for you?
We have several.
Dang it. Who's the worst one?
That's debatable. Some people find some drunks funnier.
Kim, hang up. Please.
Okay, you hung up. You do get experience for reporting your lost machine gun to your precinct. And they are starting to... you get an esprit de corps psychic sense of a guy with a John Kerry-like face with a mustache who is being told that his heterosexual life partner, brother for life, has been found because he's been looking all over for you.
Wait a minute. I actually have a partner.
You have a partner at
They
your
weren't
home
joking
precinct.
about that.
Yeah, you do have a partner, and he is worried about you.
But the only way I have to get in contact with them is those jerks.
Those jerks are relaying the information that you are unstable in Martinez still. That you are still on the case in Martinez.
Oh, they believe me enough to tell me about my partner, but not enough to tell me my name.
Yeah, there's a lot of interplay that you're missing out on because you're amnesiac. Anyway, okay. Now there's another person you should be calling, and that is Sylvie, the cafeteria manager up until yesterday.
I can't. Oh, I guess we don't know where she is.
We don't know where she is, but we have a phone number.
Okay,
Kim has her phone number, and Alice is connecting you right now. And
who's Alice?
Alice is the 57th radio operator.
Okay.
It's Kim's car, so it connects to his precinct.
Oh, okay. Hey,
and
Kim,
you're
I'll handle this, bud.
Okay.
I'll handle this.
Hello, this is Sylvie.
Hi, Sylvie. I'm HBD with the police, and I.
Oh, you.
Oh, you know me.
Yes, I know you. What do you want?
Okay, based on her tone, it doesn't do me any good to tell her I'm amnesiac. So, we just have a couple of questions to ask about the circumstances of you quitting your job.
Really? No, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, come on, please.
Okay, fine. It was you. You were a terrible tenant. You tried to flush your paperwork down the toilet. You clogged it. You flooded the kitchen.
I tried to flush my paperwork.
Yeah,
what paperwork?
Your ledger. Your ledger. That I had to throw it away because you tried to flush it away. You said you didn't want to be a cop anymore.
I wanted to quit.
Yeah, and then you took your gun out and you were waving it around the crowd, saying, "Hey guys, wouldn't it be messed up if I shot myself right now?" And then you took my stuffed owl and you threw it against the wall, saying it had been looking at you wrong all day.
Okay, it was a stuffed owl. What did it do when it hit the wall? Break? Can you calm down? Listen, I wanted to quit. And I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was trying to hang myself.
You were the worst tenant I've ever seen.
Gosh, sorry, it just seems insulting.
Look, just what are you really calling about?
Okay, do you know anything about a murder?
I don't know anything beyond what everyone else knows. I'm not the one who made the call. So.
How do you know exactly what everyone else knows?
It's Martinez. It's Uniontown.
I don't really like this game's implication that unions are evil. Okay. Thank you for your time, and for what it's worth, I apologize. Can you apologize to her?
Yeah, you can apologize.
For what it's worth, I apologize to you.
And you can also offer to tell Gart that she didn't quit because of Gart. Because Gart asked her out and she quit. And he assumes those are connected.
That's the right thing to do.
Yeah,
so when we get the chance, I'm going to make sure I can get to Gart.
Okay,
so,
yeah. All right, so you have established that while the person who called in the murder 5 days after the fact was a female, it was not Sylvie.
Okay, so we know... Okay, so the murder wasn't reported till 5 days after the fact. Wait, the murder was reported?
The murder was called in. That's why you're here.
So it's not just this blanket, everyone just knew about it.
Yeah,
okay,
everyone knew about it, but only everyone in Martinez knew about it. Only one person in Martinez thought to call the cops.
So this person knew about it the whole time, but they waited till 5 days, so that's important. Yeah. I didn't want to be a cop anymore, but I bothered to show up here after being ordered to.
Yeah,
but
and then while you were here responding to the case, you got drunk and started yelling about that.
But it couldn't have been the first time I ever got drunk, so...
Yeah, you were here investigating the case up until a certain point, at which point you got blackout drunk.
Is there anything in my ledger about the case?
No, you haven't even given it a name yet.
Okay.
But you have started filling it out, like the details.
As we're going now.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Anyway, yeah.
I guess that's all we're going to get out of her.
Yeah. So Kim's saying, okay, that was rough, man, but I think you handled that about as well as you could. Now,
hey, that means a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably start interviewing the other two people who might know a lot about this. The two people who kind of run things. Well, the one guy who runs things and the White Pines representative.
Okay, White Pines is the
company that owns this dock.
And the union
is
okay. So we need to
striking.
talk. So we need to talk to the president of the union.
Yeah,
and we need to talk to
the representative of White Pines. Now, the union is just to the east of us right now. White Pines is to the west, and there's a lot of people on the right. On the east, you need to talk to anyway.
So east,
possible witnesses. Yeah,
east.
Just head east.
Okay.
You come across a racist lorry driver.
Now, how do we know he's racist?
Because his name is Racist Lorry Driver.
Oh.
His NPC name is Racist Lorry Driver. Also, as soon as he sees your partner, he says, "Welcome to Revishol."
Okay, hey, like, can I stand up to that?
Yeah,
can I be like, hey, dude, back off, man? Like,
yeah, and Kim actually gets up in his face. I was born in Revishol. This is my city. Like,
hey.
Dude, I was just joking. I don't know why you're all why everyone's so politically correct nowadays. you can't even do this.
Do we know the race of the hanged man?
He is white. That's all you can get out of it.
A lorry driver. Hang on, wait.
The lorry driver is a truck driver, yeah.
Hey, stuff it. We got questions.
Okay, whatever, man. He pops a cigarette. Sensitive types.
Okay. You never have to check for addiction? Like when people like light up
electrochemistry will say, hey, ask him for a cigarette. You don't have to do it. There's no like resist option.
What happens to you if you don't?
You don't get the experience for doing it.
Oh.
The game punishes you by denying you the experience points, which will allow you to level up. And smoking and drugs give you stat boosts. But it also is taking drugs, which is bad for your health.
But the game doesn't do anything bad to you.
It will.
It just denies it.
At the end of the game, if you have done drugs, it will show up.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to be like, hey, Cam, I'll handle this. Okay. So that murder everyone knows about, what do you know about it?
Yeah. Well, it's those union types. What do you expect?
Those union types. You're not a Teamster?
Oh, hell no. I'm a member of the Carters Guild.
That's a union!
That's not a union. I hold my position as an inherited title from my pappy who got it from the king, the rightful king of Revishol.
Wait, Revishol has a king? One city has a king.
Revishol isn't just a city. It's a whole island. It's a whole archipelago. It's a city-state.
Well, archipelago, moron. But, what? Okay.
And it doesn't have a king because the communists killed him.
Kim, that guy that was hung was the king.
No, the king's been dead for 50 years.
I understand, but the body said communism killed me. Okay, so, I don't want to know anything about your political leanings. I just want to know what you know about that murder.
Same thing as anyone, boys. The union did it.
Okay, but how do you know the union? Who was he?
I don't know.
Then how do you... So you don't know who he was, but you know that the union killed him.
Yeah, the union killed... That's what the union does, man.
What do you haul?
Apples.
I don't like that answer. Mind if we take a look?
My truck's not here. I'm standing on the side of the... No.
How do we know he's a truck...
I have the look. By the way, there is a traffic jam of trucks because of the strike. They can't get in. The union has shut the roads down, so the lorry drivers are stuck here. That's why.
Why are they striking?
You haven't talked to the union yet. You'll have to ask them.
So everyone knows about a murder, but they don't know why there's a strike.
Well, that's the union business. I don't care about the union because I am a good man.
But the union's cutting off your business.
Yeah, that's why I hate them.
But it is your business. It's literally your business.
No, I'm a Carter. I have a guild, not a union, which is better.
Kim, we're not going to get anything out this dirtbag.
You're not. Yeah, let's get out of here. This is a bad racist.
Yeah, so we're going to keep going.
Okay, so you come up, you're just hopping along. You see, you pass a bunch of cool truck drivers. You wave hi, but they're not really important.
But they're not racist. So
yeah, they're not racist. So and then you come across a small gathering. It looks like a protest, but it's pretty sparse.
It's a picket line.
It's not. Actually, it's not. There's a bunch of people with signs saying "Right to work, right to work." Stop the strike. Stop the strike. it's kind of a ragged bunch, but there's one guy in particular, a lot bigger than the others.
Muscular
with a military haircut. He's wearing clean work. He's wearing workers' clothes, but they don't fit him well, and they're very clean.
They weren't. Have we really just run into two suspects?
And he is saying,
and a muscular guy?
Right to work, and he's saying it with passion, but he's saying it like it's just from a script. He's angry at the union, but you get the feeling he's not angry about right to work. He's angry about something else.
Hey, let me holler at you, player. Hey, come over here.
It's good. It's good that the police are here. It's good to see the police talking with us brave, freedom-loving workers who hate unions.
So, you're the one guy in Martinez that likes cops.
Sure, why not?
Okay. What do you know? So, hey, did you hear what those union thugs did to that guy?
Those loincloths? Yeah, I saw what they did to that poor guy.
Loincloths?
Loincloths, yeah. You know what these people are like. Revachol was a mongrel state. Bunch of different races mingling together. Not white.
Jeez.
This guy, you get your encyclopedia skills telling you this guy is from Oranje, which is kind of a Prussian state, a militaristic state.
Which is an anagram of Aryan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to humor him by pretending to be one of him anymore.
No.
Hey, what do you know about it beyond that?
The union did it.
Why?
Loincloths killed it.
Why?
Because that's what they do, man.
Who was he?
They're primitives.
Who was he?
Why would I know that?
Why'd you hesitate so much?
He looks at you, he puts his finger in his ear, and he mumbles something. Kim puts his hand on your shoulder and says, maybe we should go.
Hey, man, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk on.
Yeah. Right to work. He's side-eyeing you as you walk away. Right to work. Right to work. Okay. Now, the union is, there is a picket line, but it's mostly just one guy. Most of the union is behind the gate. They have taken control of this harbor.
Now, is this union headquarters, or
is
this the place
the heart and soul of the union? This is where they hold court.
Okay.
This is where they work. This is where they live. And they've got Cheech, a guy in a beanie with unkempt hair and a lackadaisical attitude. Huge
mustache.
He's just sitting on a rail, and he's yelling scab at the people below. And his name is Call Me Manana.
Do they actually have scabs working?
No, there are no scabs working because they can't get into work.
So he's yelling at the people trying to get in.
They're trying to get into work for White Pines.
Hey, police, not scabs.
All right, cop. That sounds good to me.
Do we interview this guy, or do we?
You can talk to Manana. You can talk to Manana.
Okay. Hey, man. There's a lot of people that don't like you guys in this town.
Oh, yeah. Scabs. Less than human, really. Can't imagine the kind of person that would just, work for less, but, guess they exist.
I personally agree with this guy, but let's see what the character
a true man to the left. I knew it. He throws you a dollar coin.
That was Bo speaking, not HBD.
He throws you a dollar coin anyway. He's a nice guy.
Sweet.
Yeah, you need 130 of those, by the way.
Oh, crap.
Actually, you tried to escape, and you made a mess of it, and he pitied
I only need 100.
So you only need 100.
Hey, man. Well, so a lot of people are saying you guys strung up that guy.
Well, yeah, probably not us. Probably not the union as a whole, but I wouldn't put it past the Hardy Boys. That seems like something they'd do.
The Hardy Boys?
Yeah, Titus Hardy and his crew. They're a militant wing of the Social Democratic Party of Martinez.
Kim, can you write this down, please?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, that's great. Hey, so Tom Hardy?
Titus Hardy.
Oh, Tom Hardy's Venom. He's the guy that
I make the mistake too, man.
Titus Hardy. Where does Titus Hardy hang out?
He usually hangs out at the Whirling in Rags unless he's unless he's busy with something else. If he's not there right now, he's probably going to be back tomorrow.
That's perfect. Okay, cool. Hey, do you mind if we go in and talk to your bosses? Or
sure.
I mean, your superiors.
Yeah, sure. You can talk to Everett. You just got one problem. We're in strike mode. We can't take any risks with that mob of White Pines lackeys down there. So you're going to have to get past Measurehead.
Measurehead?
Yeah. There's a button. He's in front of it. You just got to press the button and you can get in.
Oh, good Lord. we're gonna fight him or some stupid crap. Okay, thanks, man.
So you walk by and you see a bunch of women in their 20s, and they're all shouting Measurehead in celebration. Ain't nobody like Measurehead. And you see a Pacific Islander, 7 foot tall, bare chested, covered in tattoos. He appraises you silently and says, "Your form betrays your degeneracy."
Yeah.
You have succumbed to Al Ghul.
What?
Kim, he means alcohol. He means alcohol.
Oh, yeah, I've got a problem. I don't really know.
You were of superior race once, but alcohol has made you weak.
I've been a what? Excuse me?
You were of a superior race, and you have become weak with alcohol.
Literally everything about that is the most problematic thing I've ever heard in my life.
Your skull shape, it had such promise.
Guy, what is wrong with you?
I am from an inferior race, but since we do not drink alcohol,
what are you talking about?
He's Measurehead. He's a phrenologist. He is a minority who has internalized a racist creed.
Oh, dude, that's terrible.
I will grow beyond what I have become, what I was born.
Oh my gosh!
So, do you want to try to get past him to press the button?
Hey, they say I need to press that button to go talk to Everett. I just need to talk to Everett about a murder.
He's not moving.
Okay, so you're gonna stand right there while I hit the button, right? Because I get the worst feeling you're gonna try and fight me.
Okay, now you can try to talk. Now you can adopt this man's worldview and talk to him calmly, reasonably, or you can try to punch him.
Those are your only two.
Those are the only two options.
To agree with racism or punch him. Those are the only two options.
Or find some other way in.
Kim, let's find some other way in, man.
Okay. Volition is saying, "Hey, man, you just turned your back on this guy. He thinks you're done. You have a bonus to punching him now."
No.
You don't want to punch the racist.
But this is a gray area, Don, and you know that. Because even if he's racist, he still hasn't done anything. He's that's so weird.
Okay.
That's so weird.
Okay. So, you Kim says, that courtyard with the hanged man, there is technically a balcony leading into the harbor yard. We can ask Kuno about it, I guess.
Oh, sweet. That kid loves me. Yeah.
So,
I don't really feel like punching a guy, even if he is a self-hating racist.
It's a very moralist answer. You gain a moralist point.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
I'm going to let that go to my head. Now, let's go. Hey, Kuno.
Yeah. Hey, pig.
Hey, cool. Hey, I need to climb on a balcony, man.
Okay. Right, my shack's right over there. There's a ladder leading up to it.
Oh, sick. Hey, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to flip him the dollar coin.
Okay.
I'm going to go put that put that ladder up and
Yep. You enter the shack and you see Kuno has a pig's head in there. He's hanging out with.
That is gross.
You also
see an actual pig's head.
It's a mummified pig's head. You also see a bunch of random paraphernalia as well as some amphetamine in snort lines.
How old is this kid?
He's like 12, 13.
Let's just get in the let's just get in the building.
Electrochemistry is like, there's amphetamines right there.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. You climb on top, and true, just as Kuno said, there is, in fact, a balcony leading into the harbor area. Unfortunately, there is a 3-foot space between the roof you have reached and the entry into the harbor.
So a middle-aged alcoholic has to make a 3-foot jump.
Yeah.
All right, let's go
without
for it.
freaking out. You soar through the air. You feel more alive than you feel you have in years. The crisp, cool air of the sea is blowing through your hair, and you land 3 feet away safely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Kim
that's great.
Gives you an applause, and then with absolutely no fanfare, just kind of like hops across.
Right. You know what? It was big for me. It was big for me.
It was good. You needed this.
All right.
You also find a coat, a jacket with the RCM logo on it.
That's who we work for, right?
Yeah. Is that yours? Kim asks.
I'm going to put it on and see if it fits.
Yep, it does. It's yours.
Sweet. I'm going to check the pockets.
There's nothing in there, unfortunately.
Dang it. Wait, I'm going to check the label. Do I have my name embroidered?
No, unfortunately not.
At least it's not so insulting as it has HBD.
Yeah, it doesn't just do that. Yeah, it just. But yeah, this is obviously yours.
Okay.
It's something that just found its way in the wind and blew up here.
Okay.
All right. As you're running along, you've snuck into the Union headquarters, pretty much. You see a night watch stand, and there is a picture of a guy in a old blue and yellow uniform with a very lovely woman. It's a very old photo. You take it. And you also manage to get into the harbor, and you see a crane control. And it's holding up a container. Do you want to press the button?
Yes.
You press the button, and a deafening roar bellows from the crane as it lowers the container in front of you. Kim says, okay, I think they know we're here, but I must admit that was pretty cool.
Sweet. Let's go take a look at the container before they get here and stop
Okay.
us.
You try to enter the container, but it's magnetically sealed.
Crap.
You try to kick it, and
Crap.
you're not getting in that way. But you find another container, and this one is open. You also see a bunch of red flags being draped around, like mass-produced. Like there's some Irish guy, like his race name is Ubi, but he's Irish. He has an Irish accent. And he has been put in charge by the Union of making these flags. But Kim notes that these flags are not being displayed outside the harbor. They're just being displayed inside the harbor. You proceed into an open container, and it is lavishly adorned. There's a coffee machine, a huge throne-like chair, and an absolute slug of a fat man. Basically that one guy from Fallout 1 in that one junk town.
Oh, yeah.
I want him dead because he grabs my business. It's that guy.
Yeah.
Only he's much more well-spoken, and he welcomes you in with open arms. Forgive me for not getting up, Mr. Dubois.
Mr. Dubois!
Mr. Dubois. Harry Dubois.
Holy crap! Hey, man!
Yeah.
That's awesome! Hey, pretend I have amnesia. How do I know you?
Oh, everyone knows you, Harry. You've been around for a couple days investigating the murder.
That's right. I have.
Ever since that one person called, whoever they may be.
Oh crap. So, hey, again, pretend I have amnesia. Who are you, man?
Oh, I'm no one important. I'm just the leader of this lovable bunch of munchkins we call the Debardairs Union.
So you're the
representing 2,200 members in Martinez alone.
You're sitting on a throne.
It's just it's a comfortable chair.
It's a throne.
Yeah, but I have term limits.
Oh, okay. Hey, man. So as to why I'm here, as to that murder, think you can give old Harry a few tips? You know anything?
Of course, the Union only wants to help the RCM get through this. By the way, I understand you're having some trouble with Mr. Gart. He's an okay guy once you get to know him. Here, take this. He hands you a giant novelty check for $25.
Oh, hey, you know what? Every little bit helps, man.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps.
And it's got the Union logo emblazoned on it, so you're going to be carrying around a novelty check with the Union logo.
We're going to go back the way we came.
Yeah. Anyway, Kim just kind of like, well, technically the RCM is funded primarily through donations, so this isn't a bribe, but also don't do this too much.
Oh, I didn't even... Hey, no, this is just... No.
Yeah, this is just... and Harry's like... and Mr. Everett Clare is his name. Oh, no, I understand. I'm just helping a man who... I'm just helping a civil servant.
Yeah,
this is just a donation to your good work in solving this distasteful affair.
Almost every company in the world says if it's under $50, it's a gift, not a bribe.
Yeah, of course.
You know what, Kim? You need to learn to live a little. But so anyway, so all you want to do is help us, right? So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you knew my name.
Yeah, and we're friends. We're friends, Harry.
Go way back. Go way back. So what so many questions. So who was it? Who was that? Do you have an ID?
The victim?
The victim.
I'm afraid I don't know his name. But he was probably a mercenary. One of those White Pines people.
A mercenary? That makes sense because the armor. Okay, so you wait. Wow. Okay, so mercenaries are being hired to kill Union members?
No, they're trying to threaten us and they're not succeeding.
Why aren't they succeeding?
Because they don't have the harbor and we do. And that's not going to change.
So this is an occup. I'm going to watch what I say to this guy. Of course. So you're of the opinion that the victim was just he wasn't one of your guys.
He's not one of mine. Definitely not. This guy is a mercenary, a killer.
And you're assuring me that your boys didn't do this.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I can account for my people, but then there's this Titus Hardy. He's a militant, a true blue democratic socialist.
Hardy, that's right. We heard about Hardy.
Yes.
And he's always at the I don't remember the name of the bar, but
he's always at the Whirling in Rags. But if he's not there, if you didn't see him, I can be pretty sure he's going to be there tomorrow. Great. And you know what? I'll put the word out. They are to cooperate with you completely.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
You know what? And friends help each other. So if you wouldn't mind opening a door for me.
Sure. Where are we going?
Well, Manana has a key. All you have to do is open the door. There is a house, an apartment, really. There's a weasel that lives there. I just want that door open. You don't need to do anything to him. Just want him to know his door's open. And it is right next to that courtyard where the hanged man was. Just take this key and open the door. That's all you need to do.
Okay, so...
And then I might tell you more.
Okay, so... they're gonna kill this guy, but also this guy can have information because he's right next to that courtyard.
He could. See, this is just.
I got an idea.
It's just working so well.
This is Bo talking. I got an idea. Yeah, man. Just give me the key.
Yep. Here's the key.
Thanks, dude.
See how well, Kim? I don't know why you're so side-eyeing me right now. I know. Look, I know the Union has a reputation as a mob. But we're just hardworking men trying to get a fair shake.
Yeah, Kim, my dad was Union. Grow up, man. Hey, real quick, what's the B stand for?
The what?
My middle name.
Oh, D-U, Bois. Harry Dubois. I have a whole file on you.
Oh, it's
Harry.
HDB.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
I got a whole file on you right here.
Okay, Kim. What a nice guy. What a cool guy.
So you take your giant novelty check.
Heck yes, I do.
And you walk out of the Union. Everyone sees the giant novelty check. Because he gives you the key to the front door.
I'm going back the way I came, though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, is
that
can't.
an option?
You can't because the drop is like it's a 3 foot but at a lower level. You walk out past Measurehead because you're in the Union's good graces now.
I'm gonna give Measurehead a thumbs up as I walk away.
Yeah, and he just like nods at you and and you leave.
I really hope he.
You take
hope he educates himself.
You take the giant novelty check to a check cashing place, and there's like some teenage girl. Welcome to Fritz.
Yeah, I just need this cashed.
Oh, you're with the Union, of course.
It was given to me by someone in the Union. I'm not.
Of course, I understand.
So, Kim, I may have put us on a slippery slope here. I'm not going to lie, buddy.
Okay, so you go to that guy's house, and you open the door with the key. It works like a charm. He's not home. Would you like to peek in?
Yes, I want to go in. I want to ransack the place.
Okay. You see a Revacholian flag from the King's era.
That is not one of the red flags.
That is not a red flag. Okay. That is an old school flag. Kim
By the way, I want to talk about the symbolism of red flags being everywhere at the docks.
Kim says, a king's flag. We have a traditionalist, quote unquote, on our hands here.
But hasn't the king been dead for like forever?
The king has been dead for 50 years. This guy is worshiping a lost ideal. And You also see a row of mugs on this guy's shelf.
Are they racist mugs?
All of them are racist mugs. Racial epithets about Pacific Islanders, Asians, blacks, whites, even.
Kim, this is the guy.
You take out your mug, it fits perfectly into a missing space.
So why did he throw just this one mug out?
Because it was broken. Sorry, that's why it's a broken mug.
So you know what? He passed by the body to get to that trash can.
Yeah.
He had to have.
He's a witness.
He's a witness.
Okay, so Kim is feeling a little bit better about doing the union's dirty work here. Because it's actually helping the investigation.
And also, he's obviously racist, so who cares if they kill him?
Yeah, and honestly, that's that's helping. Okay, now this guy is not around, but you'll probably meet him eventually.
Can I find anything else in his house?
Not in the house. Okay. There's some like items and money, but not enough to cover your debt.
Wait, what good does it do to open his door if he's not even here? Because he's gonna just come in.
He's
gonna
come home and see the door was opened. He left his door locked and it's open.
Maybe we should knock down a few things. He's such a nice guy. I just want to help the union guy out. So, maybe we should knock down some things.
Kim says breaking things is fun, but maybe we should keep the misdemeanors to a minimum as we are police officers, and we still need to interview the White Pines representative.
Let's go interview the White Pines representative. But Kim, if there's one thing I'm learning about Revachol, it is that that the law is one giant gray blob. Let's go interview White Pines.
Okay, so you're trucking along. You see.
You have a car. Why are we walking everywhere?
Because it's not really a drivable city. There's a lot of ruins. There's a lot of craters. You see a lot of bullet holes.
Okay, so they haven't repaired anything since the king got killed in that revolution.
Pretty much.
But no one took over after the king.
The communists took over,
but they've fallen apart.
You know what? Kim actually takes you apart. Okay, the White Pines representative is going to have a huge education. She's going to be a sharp tack. I'm thinking you take point on this and you just straight up tell her you have amnesia and ask her for a lowdown on reality. That'll throw her off. See if she slips up and accidentally tells you the truth on a few things.
Okay, so
this is the person that will tell you everything you want to know about the setting because she's rich, she's educated, and she wants to help you sort this out because she wants the strike situation resolved. And and you have just found out that the victim is most likely one of her people, or not one of her people, but one of her company's people.
Yeah. So, all right, pitter patter, let's get at her.
All right, you see a elegant, austere older woman, probably in her 60s. She has a Margaret Thatcher haircut, but a different bearing. She's
one of a human being.
Yeah. She's wearing a rain jacket. She's on a sailboat, which she is crewing by herself. She's looking, kind of gazing off into the sea. She hears you walk up the boardwalk, and she's like, detectives. Happy to be of service.
Oh, excellent. We just have a few questions for you.
Shoot.
May we come aboard?
Sure, why not?
All right, I'm gonna go aboard.
Okay.
Pretty cool being on a sailboat. But
it is a cool boat.
Ma'am, there's I'm gonna keep it real with you. I have amnesia.
Oh.
I woke up this morning not knowing anything. I figured out that I'm a cop.
Okay, that's good, honey. Kim says he's actually a really good detective, don't get me wrong, but he just needs a lowdown on reality.
So yeah, if you could just catch me up here. We're in California. No, Revachol. So
yes, specifically, we're in Martinez, baby.
Oh, so you like Martinez?
It's hard to hate.
It looks super easy to hate. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You had to be here for it. The disco.
Oh.
From their clothes, I imagine you were here for it too, but you know what they say about the disco. If you can remember it, you weren't there.
Yeah, so hey, did disco happen before or after communism?
She pauses for a second.
I'm just trying to get my bearings.
The communists overthrew the king at the turn of the century. The Centenarian Revolution.
So that was okay. Did the calendar reset at the?
This is the year 51 years after the revolution.
Okay, so the revolution reset the calendar.
Krasmazov formulated a new socio-political theory called communism.
So he's the Marx of this universe.
You actually look a bit like him. So there was a great plague, and the king
look a bit like him.
and there. It's not anything. It's just you like, hey, I kind of look like this guy. Well, you do have the mutton chops. That's about it.
Okay.
She says there was a great plague, and the king failed to keep it under control. The communists seized their moment and killed the king. However, the international community decided that communism could not be allowed to thrive and spread, as it had already spread from here in the Insulindian Isola.
So Krasmazov was from here.
He was from here. This is where This is where communism was born.
Okay, the cradle of communism.
Yes, and the coalition of the international community crushed it 8 years later. And
so it only lasted 8 years.
The communism lasted 8 years, and ever since we have been under the control of this coalition of the international community.
So you were there. You were a little girl.
I was a little girl. I imagine you were a little boy then too.
Wow.
Maybe born a little bit after. You and me, we missed the big time. The
revolutionary era.
The revolutionary era.
So,
ever since then, disco was the last thing that I can remember really believing in. You and me, we missed it. Revolution, that might have been something. That might have been the thing that could have saved the world. But it's over now. We're just living in the ashes.
So you being the president of a company, I didn't really expect this.
You know what I am? I'm a snake. The vilest of the vile, devourer of children. I am an ultra. You can do some, like, there's a list of things you can do to respond. Your encyclopedia can kick in. You can cross yourself and say, "Ay, Dios mío, a liberal."
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, you can just say, "I am an ultra-liberal."
Oh, those are your only two options, to be terrified or to join?
No. She clarifies, I am an ultra-liberal. I am one of the middle class. My parents, rather, were one of the middle class who decided to join the communists when the king was overthrown. However, during the great kerfuffle of the war, all of the communists were shot. All of the anarchists were shot. The anarchists were shot so much that people forget they even existed. The middle class, the ultra-liberals, signed a surrender. In exchange, they got the mineral rights, the property rights. But the coalition cheated them because they took the ground beneath. There's no government, so ultra-liberals have to be the stooges of the coalition.
This is getting complicated, and I still don't understand if disco happened before or after the revolution.
The disco, okay. After the years after the revolution were simply hell. There was no order. The coalition was completely unable to properly police Revachol. No one took them seriously. That was when the RCM was founded.
Hey.
It was a grassroots effort by the citizens of Revachol. In fact, the RCM is descended from the Insulindian citizens militia, the People's Army. That's what made it popular in the early days. You enforce the will of the moral intern. The moral intern is a coalition of political parties from across the world representing the first world nations. It's a coalition of center-left, center, and center-right governments, preventing any one country from going too extreme and disrupting the proper
UN.
flow of things. Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
And its name, wow, okay.
And, and then the 30s happened, and that was when you and me, we were in our prime. That was the first time it really looked like this country was actually going to rebuild from the ashes and go somewhere. We were turned into a tax haven. Money flowed in from across the world. There was disco, Guillaume le Million.
I know that guy.
Yes, I can tell from your expression. Ring-a-ding-ding, baby.
Make Ravishal swing.
But then that high, that that high of quantitative easing, it went away, and now we're in the hangover phase.
Ugh, tell me about it.
You and me, we missed the revolutionary moment, and now we're just living with what we have.
So, okay, I think I understand things a bit better, and surprisingly, it seems to have a lot of bearing on this case. About the case.
Yes, quite.
Any chance you have any sort of ID of something pertaining to an ID on the victim?
I am afraid not. The companies, I know the mercenaries are here. There's at least 3.
Ma'am, are you confirming he was a mercenary?
She smiles.
Okay, I'm going to see. I'm guessing Kim has just resigned himself to writing.
Yeah, he's just writing.
Okay, so
he's just writing.
Write
Now, are you curious at all about the wider world and how it works? Because she mentioned the word isola.
Isola? Where's that?
An isola is a plane of real space containing generally an archipelago of islands. We are on Kailu, on the Isolindian Isola. The island of Kailu on the Isolindian Isola. Kailu is the largest island. It contains Revachol, which is the capital of this archipelago.
Okay, so
the other countries of the world exist across the plain. Not the pale, rather. They exist across the pale. It's hard to get here.
So we're absolutely isolated.
We are isolated. You can get here. It's easy to get here. People get here all the time. But, crossing the pale, I need to tell you what the pale is.
Yeah, what's the pale?
Kim pipes up, he doesn't need to know about that.
Yeah, would I have known about it before I had amnesia?
Everyone knows about it, but you don't need to know about it, right? You don't need
Then
to think
what
about
is
it right now. All right, roll 1 through 10.
10.
You fail. Crap. Okay, Kim is putting his foot down. No, he needs to know everything about politics, the world, but he doesn't need to know about the pale.
Hey, man, what's your problem?
This is for your own good. Inland Empire says this is for your own good. But Volition says, come back after Kim's asleep.
Loud and clear. Chloroform.
Okay. So, do you have anything else to ask of Joyce Messier, which is her name? Sorry.
Okay, so you've given. What about? Okay, we've talked about the victim. What about the perps? Any clue at all, ma'am?
My guess would be the Union. I can understand. Look, I don't have it.
Do you know who Titus Hardy is?
Of course, he's actually a pretty nice guy. He'd hate me. I honestly don't have anything against the Union. It was really hard to form a left-wing union in the aftermath of the revolution, but hell, they did it. I respect them for it. Up until very recently, I've had very good relationship with the Union. Ever since the last foreman died, it's been a lot. Ever since the Clares came to power.
What happened to the last foreman?
She disappeared. Her daughter called in saying she wasn't going to be at work tomorrow or ever.
When?
Just before Everett Clare and his brother Edgar started.
But when was that?
Years back.
Okay, who's her daughter?
Her daughter is not in the story.
Okay, that sounded important.
The foreman's daughter is the foreman. All you need to know is that the last foreman of the Union
is dead.
And ever since, the Clare brothers have been serving one term, and then the other one would come in and be elected to serve another term. They traded off.
Okay, what do you think of the Clares?
Oh, he's a tireless champion of human rights. I'm kidding, of course. He's corrupt. He's gloriously corrupt. He's corrupt even for someone like me. And honestly, I don't have a personal opinion of him because he refuses to see me. He's like, I came here specifically to negotiate an end to the strike. Usually when they strike, it's for higher wages, better working conditions, and I can understand that. I'm happy to give it if we can make it work. But he's not. His demands are to give every member of the 2,200 strong union a veto power over board decisions for White Pines, which the White Pines company will.
When
never
did he
go
make this
for.
demand?
Right before the strike began.
When did the strike begin?
A few weeks before.
Okay, So they basically want to have veto powers of the board. The strike started a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's a demand that the White Pines Company will never agree to, but now they're in a standoff. It's a similar like, and Joyce says, I can't understand exactly how the union is surviving because no one's being paid right now because no work is being done. Which leads me to believe that they're smuggling drugs. So if you can investigate that, that might help lead you to the case. And I might be willing to help you with more confidential White Pines information.
If the RCM shows up wanting to talk to Titus Hardy, is he going to kill us?
Not if Everett Clare has given you his blessing, which I assume he has, since I understand you went there.
Yeah, I met with Everett.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I don't, dude. He really seemed cool. Like I'm telling you, like he seemed really cool.
I'd like to meet him someday, but he won't see me.
I'll tell you what. I am not confirming or denying, but I find your invitation to investigate extremely interesting, madam. And we'll leave it at that.
Okay. Just saying, offers open. If you find any evidence of drug trafficking, I'll be willing to tell you some like curious confidential information about the mercenaries, maybe their names. I might be able to fish that up for you.
Yeah, I am not confirming or denying whether or not I'll do that, but it's very interesting, madam. So, if something falls in my lap, I'll be sure to come by.
Oh, anytime, sweetie. Like if you want to talk later after your partner goes to sleep, sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't sleep, by the way. I can't sleep. I go through the pail too much.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming back. Okay, Kim, let's head out.
Okay, so
Kim, why can't I know about the pail?
It won't help with the investigation.
There's more to my life than the investigation, man.
You'll have all the time in the world to muse about the ending of the world.
What?
Oops. The scar. Oops.
What is the... Okay.
Okay, let's just wrap up day one.
Okay, day one is over. Although I'm not going to bed.
All right, let's end this. Kim thinks you're going to bed.
Okay.
He's like, you know what? Let's just recap day one right quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you're out in the balcony, sun's setting. You look out over the city. Off in the distance, the wealthy districts are lighting up. You hear the nightlife of the distant quarters, but here in Martinez, it's just those two kids hanging out in that courtyard doing whatever they do. The Union are having a party over at the harbor. Just the everyday citizens are just going about their day, bunkering in for a winter's night. You see the warm glow of Kim Kitsuragi's cigarette as he says, well, to recap, we got the body down, and we found out that this wasn't a hanging, and that was some damn fine work, detective.
Thank you.
We also managed to talk to Everett. That's going to be awkward. He's going to be a tough nut to crack, I can tell. Joyce...
Seems like a much better lead than Everett ever will be.
I'm not saying that the drug trafficking is our priority, but it does seem...
It opens a door to us to get more out of her.
It's definitely police business if the union is smuggling drugs to sustain the strike.
Hey, I didn't even think of that. That's something we should worry about anyway, right?
Yeah.
So we're good.
Yeah, we're
And
cops.
you were worried about a little bribe. See, we're doing good work here, Kim.
So he's just contemplating the next drag of his cigarette, and he just looks out over the so your memory, it's not coming back at all?
No.
Look, you just need a good night's sleep. Just draw a bath, get that corpse smell off you, and we'll meet tomorrow.
Okay, I do promise, Kim, I will take a bath because I'm feeling gross. Crap! I never got money.
Oh, I'm sorry. Joyce Messier gave you $100, and you paid off Gart. Sorry.
And I told Gart
that
it wasn't his fault.
You told Gart that it wasn't his fault. Like, what? It was your fault. So he's mad at you, but at the same time, he's like, hey, okay, so I have a future. I have a chance with her. So he's not that mad at you. It mulled him over.
Hey, I've literally forgotten who that guy was, Gart. Give me a second chance, man. I gave you your money. You owe me that.
Okay, and Kim is now staying at the Whirling and Rags right next to you. Tomorrow, you're going to talk to Titus Hardy. Mm-hmm. And right now, you're going to sneak out after dark to talk to Joyce Messier.
And we'll pick back up there.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much. I am having a blast with this, and we hope that you are too. Please like and share. Hit subscribe. Click the bell. That way you know when we're coming back live. And, of course, as always, until next time, please stay safe. Thank you.